The untouchable. 7 dark psychology laws that make you impossible to control. You've been giving away your power your whole life, and the worst part, you didn't even notice. Every time you reacted to someone who didn't deserve it, you handed them a piece of you. Every time you explained yourself to people who were never going to understand, you handed them a piece of you. Every moment you wasted your energy on the wrong people, gone. Your power, your peace, your presence. They took it, and you let them. But today, that ends. I'm going to show you 7 dark psychology laws that Machiavelli himself refined over 500 years ago. Laws that will teach you how to dominate without confrontation, how to win without fighting, how to become completely untouchable simply by mastering when and to whom you reveal yourself. Before we begin, drop this in the comments right now. I control my power. Let's begin. Law number 1. Guard your attention like gold. Here's the most fundamental rule of power that nobody teaches you. Your attention is currency. And just like money, the moment you throw it around carelessly, you go broke. Every single time you give someone your attention, you're making an investment. You're spending your mental energy, your emotional bandwidth, your time. And like any investment, you need to ask yourself one question. What am I getting in return? Most people never ask that question. A hater drops a comment, they respond. A toxic person starts drama, they engage. Someone disrespects them, they spend 3 hours crafting the perfect comeback. And what do they get back? Nothing. Stress, frustration, wasted hours they'll never get back. Machiavelli understood something most people still haven't grasped. The person who controls where their attention goes controls their entire life. Because attention isn't just about focus, it's about power. When you give someone your attention, you give them power over your emotions, your thoughts, your energy. Real power players operate differently. They have a filter. Not everyone gets access. Not everyone gets a response. Not everyone gets their time. They ask one question before giving anyone their attention. Does this person deserve it? If the answer is no, they move on. No explanation, no second thought. Here's what most people get wrong. They think ignoring people makes them rude, makes them weak. It's the complete opposite. Ignoring the unworthy doesn't make you weak, it makes you untouchable. Picture this. Someone sends you a disrespectful message. Your instinct is to fire back, defend yourself, put them in their place. But the moment you do, you've given them exactly what they wanted. Your reaction, your energy, your power. Now imagine you don't respond at all. You read it, feel nothing, delete it. What happens to them? They sit there, wondering why you didn't react. They check to see if you read it. They send another message. They obsess. They spiral. And the whole time, you're living your life completely unbothered. That's the power of guarded attention. You become a fortress, and you only open the gate for people who've earned it. From this moment forward, treat your attention like gold, because it is, and gold doesn't go to everyone. Drop this in the comments. My attention is gold. Law number 2. Silence is your sharpest weapon. You know why people fear silence? Because they think it means they lost. They think if they don't respond, don't defend themselves, don't get the last word, then somehow the other person wins. They believe silence is surrender. The truth that changes everything is silence is the most aggressive move you can make. When someone attacks you with words and you fight back with more words, you've entered their game. You're playing by their rules. You've given them exactly what they wanted. Your reaction, your energy, your power. But when you respond with silence, everything changes. The game stops. The power shifts. And suddenly, they're the ones standing there, talking to a wall, getting absolutely nothing from you. Machiavelli watched countless men destroy themselves by talking too much, explaining too much, reacting too much. And the ones who rose to real power, they knew when to speak and when to stay completely silent. Here's why silence works at a psychological level. When you respond to someone,
You validate them. You confirm that what they said mattered enough for you to craft a reply. You show them they got under your skin. You show them they won. But when you say nothing, you rob them of that validation. They're left in a vacuum of pure uncertainty. Did you see it? Did it bother you? Do you even care? They'll never know. And that not knowing will eat at them longer than any comeback you could have delivered. There's another layer most people miss. The more you talk, the more ammunition you hand your enemies. Every explanation is a weakness they can exploit. Every defense reveals what bothers you. But silence? Silence gives them nothing to work with. No words to twist. No emotions to weaponize. When you do finally speak, it lands differently. Your words carry weight because people know you don't waste them. You become someone worth listening to because you don't speak just to fill the air. Silence isn't weakness. Silence is power. And silence is a weapon that never misses. Drop this in the comments. Silence is power. Law number 3. Withdraw strategically, not completely. Here's where most people get it wrong. They hear withdraw and think the goal is to disappear, cut everyone off, become some mysterious hermit that nobody can reach. That's not power. That's just running away. Real power comes from strategic withdrawal, being physically present while remaining emotionally untouchable, showing up when it benefits you, pulling back when it doesn't, making people feel your absence even when you're standing right in front of them. Here's the difference. Complete withdrawal is when someone ghosts you forever. They're gone. You move on. They become irrelevant. That's not power. That's just an exit. But strategic withdrawal is when someone is still in your orbit, but they've become unpredictable. Sometimes warm, sometimes cold, sometimes available, sometimes they're vanished. There, but not really there. And that creates something dangerous. Obsession. Think about someone you're attracted to. Imagine they text you every hour, always available, always respond immediately, always make time no matter what. How do you feel after a week? Suffocated, maybe annoyed. Their constant presence kills the mystery. Now imagine someone who texts occasionally, sometimes responds fast, sometimes takes hours, sometimes makes plans, sometimes they're busy. You never know when you'll hear from them next. How do you feel? You think about them constantly. You check your phone hoping for a message. That's strategic withdrawal at work. In friendships, the person who drops everything every time someone calls becomes the backup plan. The person who's selective about their availability becomes the priority. The key is, you stay in the game, but you don't let the game control you. You show up, but on your terms. You engage, but only when it serves you. Uncertainty breeds respect. When you withdraw strategically, people start chasing. They start valuing your presence because they know it isn't guaranteed. Your absence becomes a statement. Your unavailability becomes attractive. Your boundaries become your power. You don't need to disappear from the world. You just need to make the world work to keep you in it. Drop this in the comments. I choose my presence. Law number 4. The mind-bending power of being ignored. You know what happens inside someone's brain when they're ignored? Pure chaos. Their mind goes into overdrive trying to solve a puzzle with no solution. They search for reasons, build explanations, create entire narratives, all desperately trying to understand why you're not responding. And while they're burning mental energy on you, you're not thinking about them at all. That's the devastating power of ignoring. It's psychological warfare without you having to participate. They're fighting a battle inside their own head, and you're not even on the battlefield. Two choices when someone sends a hateful message trying to get under your skin. Option 1, you respond. You tell them off. You defend yourself. Even if you win the argument, they still won because they successfully pulled you into their world. They got your attention. They got your energy. They got proof that you matter to them. Option 2, you ignore them completely. Don't acknowledge the message exists. What happens to them? They stare at the screen, check back multiple times, send another message, tell their friends about it, think about you for days. Meanwhile, You forgot about them 5 seconds after you saw it. Who really won that exchange? When you ignore someone, you're telling them they don't exist in your reality. You're erasing them, and that erasure is more painful than any insult, any argument, any confrontation. Because at least in a fight, they're acknowledged. At least in an argument, they're seen. But in silence, they're nothing, invisible, irrelevant, and their brain cannot handle that reality. You don't need revenge. You don't need the last word. You don't need to prove anything. Your indifference is the ultimate destruction. Drop this in the comments. I erase the unworthy. Law number 5. Erase the unworthy completely. Not everyone deserves to be ignored the same way. There are 3 types of people you need to erase from your life, and each one requires a different level of ruthlessness.